god, you guys, I went into the supermarket on the way back from my Portuguese classes, and I remembered as I was in there clutching all of my supermarket items that I don't have my purse. I forgot it at home. So I've just come back. I'm gonna head back out again because I literally have no food for lunch, and I'm really hungry because I was in such a rush this morning. I didn't even get to eat breakfast. I just had a cereal bar. So yeah, I'm really hungry. Luckily, it's still only about 1:30. So I have enough time. I need to buy lots of veg, lots of veg and milk. I haven't bought milk in a long time. I'm gonna go back to the supermarket now. The sun has finally come out. It's really nice. My notes for this week, or for today, make me really happy. Like, it's so pretty. I have just made myself a nice veggie stir fry, and I'm gonna eat this now. It's nearly 3 p.m, but it's okay. I made enough for lunch tomorrow as well. And I'm just going to get on with some work and catch up on some emails. I ended up having an hour-long phone call with my mum instead of doing anything else. I had the weekly team meeting, which was really good, really fun. Another major change, major pivot, but it's all fun. It's all fun. There's a lot of things going on at the moment behind the scenes, and we're working hard on this new thing we are building. Hopefully. I am now going to have realised it's 7 p.m, so I want to get my Portuguese homework done because I always leave it to the last minute, like until just before I go to sleep, and that is not good. And I end up being really tired, or I end up going to bed and then trying to do the homework in the morning, which also isn't good. So I just want to get it over and done with. It's luckily not too much a day. It's 2 pages from the grammar book that we have to do the exercises, and then he didn't give it as homework, but he suggested at the beginning of the class for all the reflexive verbs that we learned to go over them, to conjugate them, and to make sentences. So I might do that just for revision and just to go over the conjugations of reflexive verbs, because that can get confusing. And I also want to review the verbs we learnt today that change with the first person present indicative. They have like a weird, it's not the normal regular verb conjugations for that. So I'm going to go over those verbs as well. And I'm actually a bad student. I've always said when you're learning a new language or you're learning anything new, you need to test yourself as you go along and make sure everything's all in place as you go along. And I haven't been doing that for the past 3 weeks, so it's quite bad. And even today, I know I should test myself and create my flashcards and do it, but I can't be bothered. I think it's because doing 4 hours a day of Portuguese is already enough. Like, it's very intense, and so reviewing it a little bit before I go to bed is fine. And then at the weekend, that's when I can probably do full reviews, because yeah, 4 hours every single morning is a lot. So I can't be sitting here at home doing 4 hours in the morning and then coming back and doing not just my homework, which usually takes about an hour, but then reviewing things on top of that, which would end up being, you know, 6 or 7 hours of Portuguese a day, which is a lot. It's very intense, and I do work part-time, full-time hours. So yeah, I mean, that's just so much. Luckily, I think I remember a lot of the verbs that we learn, and I'm very good at catching on to conjugations and endings. So I do know those. It's just, yeah, I want to increase my vocab and make sure I'm testing myself on prepositions and making sure that my grammar is correct. But I'm loving it, and yeah, I just need to get on with my homework. So this is the grammar book that we use, which is actually very interesting because when I first was interested in learning Portuguese, self-studying it myself, I asked one of my friends who was doing beginners intensive Portuguese at Oxford what textbook he'd recommend, and he recommended getting this one. So I actually did get this off Amazon maybe, I want to say 2 years ago now. So this has been sitting on my bookshelf at home in the UK. Yeah, I never touched it. I looked at maybe the first unit, the first page, but I never actually got around to doing it because when you're a uni student, there's just so much on, you just never have time to really do things you want unless you have the self-discipline to do it. And I never did, so I never really progressed at home with Portuguese, which is why I'm glad I'm here and studying at the moment with Portuguese Connection Language School, because it's improved my Portuguese exponentially over just these 3 weeks. So yeah, just an interesting fact though. So if you are looking to self-study, I would definitely recommend this book as well. It's really good. And actually, to be honest, I should be doing more self-study. I should be doing these exercises by myself. But yeah, again, it's a matter of time and priority. But yeah, I'm gonna get on with my homework. So many days, I wonder where my time goes, because it's 10:20 and I just don't know what I've been doing for the past 3 hours. I guess I'm figuring out what my next steps are, because I leave Portugal in 2 to 3 weeks. Date is undecided yet, and deciding what I'm doing next, and that's what keeps me up, because things are changing all the time. Part of me just thinks, you know, things are changing so much, so just leave it until like the week before you want to go and then decide what to do. But like, the control freak in me is not liking that and is just constantly having to research things just in case, but then I don't want to waste all this time, and then it's just, yeah, it's just futile. But it's just so annoying not knowing what's happening. But I guess I'm definitely not in the same boat. It's affected everyone, but that's where I'm at. So I'm just gonna finish off doing this other research for what I need. I'm just seeing if there's this other location I can get to. It's just so annoying. And then I'm gonna do some reading, I think, and go to bed, because I haven't read my book in ages, and I feel like I need to do more of it. I'm gonna do that instead of watch an episode of Gilmore Girls, which is what I'd normally do. And I will see you tomorrow.